In a small village, far from the big cities, the sun rose every morning over red dirt roads and mud houses with straw roofs. Smoke rose from cooking fires before the birds even woke up. In this village, life had one clear rule, and everyone followed it without question. Men ruled and women obeyed. Girls were not sent to school. They were sent to the kitchen. A girl's worth was measured by how quiet she was, how fast she cooked, how many children she could carry, and how well she could carry water on her head without spilling a drop, and without complaining. Men sat under the big mango tree in the center of the village, talking, laughing, deciding everything. Who would marry who owned which land, whose word was law. Women sat far behind, listening, never speaking unless spoken to. That was the world Amara was born into, and it was the world she was about to change, not with fire and shouting, but with something far more dangerous to men who love control, a sharp, patient mind. Amara was only 16 when the elders chose her husband. She had never met him before that day. His name was Kwame, a proud, wealthy farmer, twice her age, known in the village for two things: his large farmland and his short, terrible temper. The wedding drums played loud. Women danced and sang songs of joy, even though many of them, deep down, remembered their own wedding day with a quiet ache. Amara's grandmother pulled her aside just before the ceremony.
In marriage, a foolish woman fights with her hands and loses. A wise woman fights with her mind and wins, without anyone knowing there was a war.
Amara looked into her grandmother's eyes and nodded slowly. She did not fully understand those words yet, but she would never forget them. That night, Kwame spoke to her plainly, without kindness.
Hear me well, wife. In this house, my word is final. You will cook, you will clean, you will bear my children, and you will not question me. Ever.
Yes, husband.
But behind her calm eyes, something sparked to life. Quiet, patient, waiting. The years that followed were heavy ones. Kwame controlled every coin in the house. He decided what Amara ate, when she could leave the compound, even who she was allowed to speak to. If dinner was late, he shouted. If she looked at him wrong, he shouted louder.
Where is my food, woman? Do I look like a man who waits?
Forgive me, husband. It is coming now.
She served him without complaint. But every night after he fell asleep, Amara sat by the small fire and thought. She watched. She learned. She noticed things Kwame never noticed about himself: his pride, his weaknesses, his need to be praised by other men. She began collecting small coins from the market change, one at a time, hiding them beneath a loose floor stone, not to escape, to prepare.
A river does not fight the mountain. It simply flows around it, until the river is everywhere.
One evening, the village chief came to visit Kwame, hoping to discuss a business deal involving land near Kwame's farm. Amara served them tea, silent as always, but watching everything. She noticed how Kwame boasted loudly about his farm, his strength, his wisdom, but stumbled badly when the chief asked him simple questions about numbers, trade, and record-keeping.
And your harvest records from last season, Kwame? My memory is good to remember numbers. A man without records, traders can easily cheat, Kwame.
Kwame's face turned red with embarrassment. After the chief left, Amara saw her opportunity, not to attack him, but to become useful to his pride.
Husband, forgive me for speaking, but I could keep your records for you.
Fine, but only because it protects my name. Do not think this makes you equal to me.
Amara began managing the farm's records. At first, Kwame checked everything, suspicious. But slowly, as the harvests grew better, the trades grew fairer, and no man in the village could cheat him anymore, Kwame's suspicion turned into laziness. He let her handle more and more.
You have a sharp mind, Amara. Sharper than most men in this market.
A sharp mind is only dangerous if people can see it coming.
But old habits in cruel men do not disappear easily. One night, Kwame lost a large gambling bet in the next town. He came home furious, smelling of palm wine, with two of his friends laughing.
Woman! Bring me the money box! All of it! Now!
Husband, if you take all of it tonight, the whole harvest will be gone.
This house is mine! You are mine!
Careful, Kwame. Sounds like your wife wears the trousers now.
Something inside Amara, years of swallowed anger, years of quiet patience, rose up like a wave that could no longer be held back.
Let go of my arm. Ask who really keeps this farm alive. I built what you nearly destroyed.
I did not know. You did not want to know.
Slowly, without a word, Kwame's shoulders dropped. He sat down heavily on a wooden stool. The fight drained out of him completely. His friends quietly slipped out the door, ashamed.
Forgive me, Amara.
Amara looked down at him for a long moment. She did not smile in victory. She simply spoke, calm and clear. I do not need you on your knees. I need you standing marriage I will accept.
Beside you, then.
Years later, the village had grown, and so had Amara's place in it. She was no longer known only as Kwame's wife. She was known as Amara, the woman traders trusted. The woman the chief himself asked for advice on matters of harvest and trade. The woman young girls were quietly told to watch and learn from.
The harvest looks strong this year.
Because of you. Because of both of us, Kwame. That is what I always wanted you to understand.
She looked out over the village, the same village that once taught her to be silent, now slowly learning, one whispered story at a time, that a woman's voice was not something to fear, but something to listen to.
They told me to be quiet, so no one would ever see me coming. Grandmother was right. The river always wins. It just takes time.
If you liked this story, please like, subscribe, and follow for more.